Righto, so today we're going to install our UHF on the car. Obviously a very important thing, travelling around the country. We've gone for the Oricom DTX4200. Reason being, it's dual receive. So we can have one channel running all the time that we can talk on, and then we can also listen to another channel. So for us, that's really good, especially we're out in the middle of nowhere. Don't have the bull bar yet, so got ourselves one of these Oricom fender brackets. So that's where our antenna will go. So anyway, I would unbox it, but I've already taken everything out and I can't get it back in. This unit has the handheld piece with all the controls on it. So the unit itself just needs to be tucked away somewhere, but it does have a speaker on it. So I'm going to put it somewhere near the footwell in the driver's side so that you can hear it from this and the speaker out of this too. So we'll have a look at where it's going to go. So I had a little look earlier and I reckon I'm going to put the bracket up on this. So it comes with this mounting bracket. I reckon I'm going to get it up in there somewhere. So to wire it up, I bought a Micro 2 fuse tap. Reason being is I want this thing to turn off when I turn the car off. I will leave it on. If it's hardwired to the battery, I'll forget about it and I'll train the start battery. So we'll wire this through the fuse tap. So I did a bit of looking around earlier and I found one of the fuses that will run on accessories and start. So we'll tap into that line with the fuse tap and it'll switch off when we turn the car off. So handy thing to get is a set of these trim removers. Just got these from Sydney Tools. I think they were 15 bucks. Just not going to damage your plastics. So I'm just going to take off all these panels and I'm going to see what's behind here. I know a few people have mounted theirs in their Rangers underneath this console here. So we'll get all this off and have a bit of a look, because I don't know if I'm happy with the unit being up near my feet. But we'll get this off and have a little suss out. It's going to fit under there because of this tray. There's not going to be enough room. So back to the original plan, I think, mount it up under there. But let's run all the cables anyway and work it out later. So when Oricom send these out, they send them out without the fitting on the end of it, because you can see the size of that fitting there. That'd be really hard to push through the firewall, so they've sent it out without it. So now we've got a nice little bit. We can find one of the grommets and get it through. So I've seen other people get it through down here. So we'll jump in the engine bay and see where we're going to put it. So this bit's a little bit trickier than I thought. That grommet that I've been pushing through the engine bay is up here. It's going to be pretty hard to see. But there was already a wire running through it and it was really hard to shove that coax cable through. But it looks like I've just got it poking through now, so I'll see if I can grab it with the pair of needle nose. Oh, Don't lose your phone in there. Terrible spot to lose it. There we go. Look at that. So we might run the antenna cable along here and behind the console. Righto, now that we've got that through, then get your actual fitting that screws into the unit and put it onto your coax cable. Alright, that can be fitted to the unit. Sort out the power. So the power cable comes pre-fused already. It's got the 3 amp in it. The micro 2 fuse tap that I got, the smallest fuse I could get was a 5 amp. So I think if I connect it through that with the 5 amp and the 3 amp, if anything was to go wrong, the 3 amp would pop first and it wouldn't matter that I've got the 5 amp in there. I'm no auto sparky though, so if I'm wrong, let me know so I can fix it. Just going to chuck one of these fittings on the earth so that I can connect that to a bolt somewhere under there. Don't do that. That will earth it. Sure will. Okay, so there's a little metal bracket there that the fuse panel's mounted to, and I can earth off that. I've just checked it with one of the fuses, and that will ground it nicely, nice and close to where we're running everything to. There we go. So I've just earthed it to that bracket there. Righto, so it's all up and running. So now we'll just tidy everything up and get everything back in place and figure out where we're going to mount the handpiece. Right, so now we'll chuck on this fender mount bracket so we can mount the antenna without a bull bar. That's coming later. So 10mm socket. Just sits over, follows. This is a specific one for the Ranger. So it follows the body line there. And just 2 self-tappers, holds it in position. Drilling into the new cart. Righto, and they got a little slot in it, so you don't have to you do have to undo it. So run that through, run your cable through, nut and washer back up. Make it look harder than it should be. There we go. Now we'll just neaten everything up. Put the top on our antenna. Alright, so now we'll just pull through all the slack cable. So I'll get Erin inside.
Yep.
So I just pulled all the slack out. We're just gonna cable tie that up. Cable tie it to something in here to keep it nice and tidy. And then when we do get the bull bar, that can be extended out around to the front so it can be mounted on the bar. There we go. Pretty neat little solution for now. Righto, so the unit's in, it's all working. So now we'll just start putting all the dash back together. Hey. Okay, now we'll just tidy up this wiring. Rightio, so we've got everything back together, all tidied up. Just need to figure out where we're going to mount this now. Go around there. So I'm just checking behind here just to make sure I'm not going to screw into any wires when I mount the bracket to hold the handpiece. About there. Beautiful. There we go, that's turned out pretty nice. There's no big slack in the cable. It's not going to be dangling on my leg too bad. Pretty limited in the Rangers with where you can mount these, so that's going to be alright. Well, there we go. Oricom DTX4200 all installed. A little bit trickier than I thought, so good to have a little bit of mechanical knowledge, know your way around the car a little bit. But if I can do it, most people can. If you're unsure at all, just go get an auto electrician to install one. But that's it, that's all done. It's ready to roll. Hope that little video helps anyone who's looking at installing a UHF in your Ranger or any other vehicle. Should be pretty similar really. If you got any questions about how we went about some of this, just hit us up down in the comments. We'll put a link in there to this exact model. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers, guys. So we're just at the end of a week-long trip to Fraser. The first trip that we've had the Oricom installed. The thing's been bloody great. Having the speaker on the handpiece and the one down in the footwell where the main unit is awesome. I can hear everything so clearly. And not that it affected us over here, but driving up, having the dual receive was awesome. So we had our convoy on 36, and then one press of a button, I can be on to 40. So I can talk on either channel, but I can hear both channels all the time. And I had channel 40 set on a lower volume, so I know that that's the highway talk going on. So great bit of kit, really rate it. So if you're looking for a UHF, get yourself an Oricom.